Thanks. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and read. I hope you don't mind. I'm so impressed with everyone who was able to do it without reading. So I'm ready when you are, John. Columbus, you're great, but you know this. Everyone in the state loves you. I go to parties and people want to talk about you, and everyone wants to meet you. You've got what people want. You're smart, attractive, interesting, and worldly. But listen, I've noticed you're missing something around here. The human element. No, not the living human element. This room is filled with humans, some of them a bit more humane than others. You're missing sculptures of humans around here. You're missing figures. Other places in Indiana have sculptures of figures all around town. We can't get enough of them. Take, for example, Bloomington, with its limestone soldier standing above the courthouse steps, or Lafayette, Indiana, with its representation of the town's namesake above a constant sprinkle. Columbus, where are your fingers? Where are your figures? Where is your Abraham Lincoln? Like this one up in Wabash. There are Abes all over America. And how about some soldiers and sailors standing around town? Where are your town fathers? Where are your town mothers? I know you have other things around here. And you were so aptly branded a few years ago, this community is different by design. But what does this mean, different by design? Look at your kinetic masterwork, Chaos in Henry Arch. I was thinking about these things the other day when I have an ice cream at Dairy Queen and looking at Kathy Burris's mural of Columbus. Different, this is serious, means that the community has created culture that is where solutions are realized that are unique and different. But don't get a big head, Columbus. You have some memorials to great residents, like this one of our man, Tony Stewart. This little scene of smoke was added a few years ago to memorialize his youth here in Columbus. But listen, other folks love figures, like these at the Korean War Veteran Memorial in D.C. These silent soldiers are left to march forever with their aluminum steel gaze stuck in a military repose. They are kind of stuck in their humanness and can only represent that they are human. It isn't easy to represent and memorialize war and those that would serve this country. Of course, these men and women deserve honor and to be represented honestly. Do we represent them with grief and the terror of the war, or do we show the soldiers as victors and heroes? Up in Carmel, they solved this question by plopping the Seward Johnson sculpture on the street to recreate the famous photo of the soldier kissing a woman in Times Square. This sculpture is replicated all over the country. It is at best a banal postage stamp for the human ideas about war. Columbus, you show us that the representation of the human can be too limiting, that we don't need figures to speak to all of this. The Columbus Veterans Memorial is one of the most special and the most most moving memorials. It gives us humans a place to enter that's abstract and defined by a grid. There are no faces in there, no gestures, there is only stone and words. This design makes us work because we fill it. Even the toughest of dudes will be moved by reading the letters carved in there. That human is Mary Ann Thompson. She and her then husband designed the mural. One of the things that she taught me in looking at the memorial is that it can also be a place of celebration, that even in honor, even in loss, there is a kind of joy. Columbus, you make humans work. Make us think about art and memorials and even logos, like Paul Rand's logo for Columbus, which is now so tied to this town that it gets confused with all the C's in town. And Robert Indiana's C, that it does as best as Indiana can do. Finally, I end by looking up to J. Irwin Miller's office at 301 Washington Street. There's no plaque out front explaining what's there, no bust of the man on the corner. It's visual proof that the self always should be less than the community. This lack of humans around here is one of the most important differences of your town's design. Thank you.